It's great to have Krystal join me for this I Knew My Type video. And hands down, she knew, like...
Pretty much right out of the chute.
So well said as a type 3 woman. Out of the chute. I knew. Let's go. Tell the viewers your process, though. Okay. What material, resources you use to learn about the 4 types.
Okay, I'm a homeschool mom, so reading things about kids is always something that I enjoy doing. So I had a friend recommend The Child Whisperer, and I read it really quickly. And I didn't quite know my own type, but it was really helpful for my kids. So then I found out there was an adult book. I had to drive right down to the store to get it. Couldn't wait for shipping. Had to get it right away and read it in a day. And when I got to the type 3 section, there's a part in there where Carol describes her morning routine, getting out of the shower and stopping to make the bed and then going to do the dishes and then coming back to the bed and then just having a lot going on. And I just thought, she is writing my life story right here on the page. Like, this is me. And I was just very, very comfortable in that. Just right away I knew that. And then everything else in the chapter just kind of reinforced.
And you had been given feedback growing up through your life that you shared with me that you kind of cast yourself in the tomboy experience.
Absolutely, yes.
You now know that it wasn't necessarily that you were a tomboy, it was just you were a type 3 girl.
Yes, yeah, which is different. I have a type 2 mom, and she's very beautiful,
soft
elegant, soft flowing,
yeah.
Yes. And I was just, that was not me, and I wanted t-shirts and jeans and ponytails and get out and play in the dirt and... a little bit rougher.
Your movement, you just
had a lot of bigger movements.
And you told me that you'd heard some feedback that like girls shouldn't act that way.
Oh yeah. Ladies don't act like that. Ladies aren't loud. Ladies don't sit like this. Ladies are quiet and soft spoken, and they don't. And I was just like, well, then I don't want to be a lady. But I do.
No, I love that you didn't try and repress yourself and subject yourself to trying to modify your behavior. You just you rejected what you'd been told being feminine was.
Yeah.
So you're reclaiming your femininity here.
Yes, which is wonderful.
Yeah, because you are a beautiful female, and there are different expressions of the feminine, which you're now recognizing in yourself. But I love that you didn't try and become all that. You just kind of said, that's not me.
Never mind.
Not doing it, and I'll hang out in my jeans, t-shirts, and ponytails, and so I want to point out your facial features to our audience because you do have very beautiful angles and dynamic quality. And we're starting with your eyes, and this is very, type 3 eyes have a bit of a V shape here where they both, a cat eye, where they are set a little bit as a V on each side, and these very deep points that when you do your eye makeup, you can really play with that, which you've done today. Really, really pretty. Especially these inner eyes right here. They come to a deep point right there in the outer eye. And then you can see your brows move swiftly up. Kind of like little flares of a fire, just whoo, whoo. Then you have a type 3 nose. A little bit of a bump here. If you want to turn towards me, you can see there's a little bit of a hook there. And there's a strong V. Go ahead and turn forward again. That you come a deep point here. And... a little more substance to it.
My brothers always told me I had a beak.
A beak, yeah. It's like a hawk's beak in a way, And again, that's that V shape that is part of your face. And if you could smile, you can see these deeper lines that create the V's on each side of the mouth, and a little bit of a V in the bottom of your cheek here. That when you even put on your blush, we teach you that in the course to accentuate those angles. And the chiseled chin, which means you have a little bit of your chin protrudes out. It cuts right here and comes out a little bit right there. And looking at your face, it cuts in here, out here. You've got these different angles in your face shape. And if you could hold your hand up, you have more texture right here, the lines here, and you've got a little bit of a way your fingernails even naturally come to a little bit of V. And this, if you can point, it's very common there's angles, see, all through here. Angle, angle, angle through those movements. And so you were noticing it with your body, your body language, your tendencies, your preferences to how to live your life. Did you see it in your face when you assess that part?
When you get to the point where you describe and it says they could be described as a beak, and I was like, all growing up, every time my brothers wanted to tease me.
That just became stronger.
But now I can love it. Like now I can look at my face and say, you know what? My nose isn't this big, horrible thing. Like it's a type 3 nose. It's helping me point in the right direction and get where I want to go. Like, it's positive now. It really is. And
I love your body. See, body language is so expressive to who we are. And I say, we punch at the air.
Yeah, yes.
Go.
Very much.
And we don't even realize we're doing it. We're not trying to talk loud and walk loud. We're really not.
No.
It's just kind of what happens. But now that you know this about yourself, you're also able to manage different expressions. And
yeah, it's been really nice having the knowledge of the active reactive and being able to say,
I bet.
I am very reactive, and maybe I need to just recognize that I can be.
Yes, that what sets you up and how to manage that so you have 5 children.
Yeah.
And you've got a busy household, and you don't want your kids to be scared of you.
No, yeah.
And so again, it's that energy being employed to make a positive difference in your family life, and doing good things with it. So what do you love about your style? And that was, tell a little bit about your story about that was a bit of the challenge at first.
Yeah, really I embraced the type 3 right away. Like I knew I fit there, I felt comfortable there. What I was a little bit hesitant about was the jewelry. Like she mentioned, I was t-shirt, jeans, ponytail. I wore nothing, I wore no makeup, nothing.
So it was unfamiliar territory for you.
Yes, very much, very much. And so then of course the type 3, the jewelry is chunky and big, and I was like, ooh, I don't know if I can do that. I have a friend that thought she was a type 3 and was getting rid of some type 3 necklaces, and she gave me one, and I remember putting it on at first and thinking, oh, everybody can see everybody's looking at
had
this
a necklace on.
Huge necklace, and now I can go back and look at it, and it's one of the smallest ones I have, and it's almost too small for me to wear, but I feel comfortable in the big jewelry, like having given it a shot. It's very grounding, it's a comfortable weight. To have on, and I really
it's affirming about who you are.
Yes,
and it also just is such. It's so supportive to you recognizing your femininity, and that we all, as women, do enjoy expressing our beauty with
different stuff,
with clothes and jewelry, makeup. That we actually really enjoy that, because that was sort of a big shift for me as well. That I actually had my own beauty sixth sense. That I could pursue.
Knowing what to wear, knowing what I can put on that's going to look good.
Yeah,
that's been awesome.
And it makes it fast.
Yes, it's fast. It is
get
so
this done
fast.
quickly. So, what's your tip for our viewers to support their assessment process?
My tip would be, I feel like, as you're reading these things, you get kind of caught up sometimes in what does each type do? You start
singling things out.
Yeah, I do this, so I must not be something. But I think what would be a better way to approach it would be, how do you do that? Anybody can do anything, but do you approach it like a type 3? Do you apprach it, like a 4
what's your movement while you're doing it?
What's your movement? What's your process? Are you all over the place? Are you very linear? Are you soft? Are you loud and big? Are you, I think that would be a good tip.
You understand this so well. I'm so thrilled, because that's the correct interpretation. It's the movement, the expression that comes through with whatever we do. And we do have preferences for doing certain things.
Right. When I was reading it, I didn't want somebody to tell me I couldn't do something because I was a type 3. I want to do it if I want to do it, but how do I do it? And that was key for me.
Well, I'm really thrilled you're living your truth. And,
me too.
Yeah, and that you'd never really abandoned that, and that you're looking fabulous. You look hot, dynamic.
Thank you.
I'm sure you get a lot of compliments.
My husband's like, I can buy you earrings. Yes.
That's great.
So it's good. But.
That's fabulous. Well, thank you. And thanks for watching today. And trust what you're sensing in yourself. You're meant to know yourself. We here at Live Your Truth just hold that intention for all of you, that you're knowing your true self and living it every day. And thank you for being a great example of that. Appreciate it.